So this is my 1939 Studebaker Commander, which is saved from the scrapyard. Decent shape, frame looks good. Couldn't let it go to the scrapyard. Even the bottom of the doors, I know they need work, but they're still all there. Fenders, everything's in good shape. I've seen some videos on using molasses to strip it from the rust and the paint. So, got an old silo, cut the top off, bought 800 liters of molasses, which is good for 6 months. I'm gonna dip the car for 2 weeks and see how it comes out. All the pieces are, all the fenders, everything else is inside the car to displace as much fluid as I can. And I'm gonna leave the body on the frame and maybe put my tote inside, fill it up with water to displace the rest. 1 to 10 mix of molasses does it, I guess, but we'll see. So this is the molasses tank after 3 weeks. Now, I've never seen this before. I just started doing this a couple days ago, where, I don't know if you can see it, it is popping like it's carbonated like Coke. But I got some massive bubbles. You can see them at the back. They're all over the place, all along the side, where it looks like there's air coming in, but there's no leak or anything. Even if there was a leak, it wouldn't bubble like this. And I think that's just a chemical reaction. As somebody told me that it's the oxygen that's being pulled out of the steel. I think that's crazy, but I'm excited. This is the frame after it was pressure washed. You get a little bit of surface rust. But it's as smooth as can be. Took about 10 minutes to wash it off. This is the cab, same thing. You get a little bit of surface rust, but it comes right off. I just can't believe how smooth the finish actually is. This is unbelievable. So you got a little bit here and there, hit it with a wire brush. You gotta be prepped for paint inside. You can see the floor is as shiny as can be. Took all the tar off the wheel wells. Dash, everything looks nice and clean. I gotta hit it with the wire wheel. I gotta replace the driver's floor. It's going on the rotisserie, and I'm gonna paint the frame and go from there. The molasses worked really good. Really happy with it. Took all the paint off down to the primer, which is weird that it wouldn't go one bit farther, but I'll have to sand it and get it ready. So yeah. Alright guys, you might notice that those videos on the beginning of this Studebaker's life were kind of crappy, and that's because this project started long before DeBoss Garage started, before we got better cameras, and now we're getting better mics so you guys can understand us. I'm at a loss with this project, where to go from here. I wanted to restore it, and that was before the Fleet line. The Fleet line came with a bunch of spare parts. I can get that car back to original, better than. But this car is a lot rarer. It's a 1939 Studebaker Commander. And Studebaker has a very rich history, and the plant was actually in Hamilton, which is just down the road from us. So there's a lot of diehard Studebaker guys around the area. And I really love the history of the car, and I was going to rebuild it and bring it back to original, but there's nobody that sells parts for this. The only parts to bring it back to original is to go to flea markets and stuff like that, and they're super expensive, and it's really not worth it. So I do want to finish this car because it's a cool looking car. It's got heated seats, it's got fully adjustable suspension on it, it's got suicide doors on the back. It's in great shape. I had to do a little bit of welding on the floors. It's got step bars coming out in between the front and the rear tires, and it's got some nice big kind of stylish like lined fenders compared to more of the bubbly look on the Fleet line. So after it came out of the molasses tank, it had a really nice patina. The bottom of the doors needed to be replaced, and I just have to do this driver's door yet, but you can see they turned out really nice. So I'm thinking like a rusted forced patina on it with like a design on it and then clear coat. But wondering, what would you guys like to see? Like, throw me some ideas on what to do with this car. So the Fleetmaster will be done in about 3-4 weeks, somewhere around there. And then the GTO will be middle of the summer sometime. And then we're thinking maybe later this summer, this winter, we want to get going on this one. So throw some ideas and we'll see what we can come up with. So yeah, here we go. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you love the channel, consider picking up a tape boss to make those projects go faster so you got more time to watch YouTube. And remember, if you're not filthy, you're not rich.